As an entrepreneur, you're always looking for ways to grow your business and get a competitive advantage. One of the best ways to do that is to look at what others are doing right. And one of the best out there is today, well, of course, Amazon. What we're going to do in this video is show you what you can do in your entrepreneurial business that Amazon is doing for their business, twist it just a little bit and get an advantage. That's what we're covering in this episode of Agorapreneurs.
Welcome to Agorapreneurs, standing for liberty and freedom, all done peacefully. Now, here is your guide, TerryBrock.
Welcome back to Agorapreneurs. I'm TerryBrock, your guide here as we look at a peaceful way of living, voluntary exchange between people, not initiating force or coercion, and engaging in that entrepreneurial activity. That's what we really want to do here, and we're helping you to do that through these messages. And by the way, you get a chance to do that regularly, and if you haven't subscribed, what are you thinking for? Come on, do it. We've got a few left and they could all be gone by midnight. Scarcity, scarcity, scarcity. No, we're not going to do that, but we want you to subscribe. Come on aboard. We're going to have some fun and we're going to learn a lot that's going to help you. Like this week, we're going to look at Amazon and what they're doing right that you as an entrepreneur can do also and what can be done. Let's take a look at principle number 1, which is intense customer focus. Yep, that's something that Jeff Bezos has done for a long time, since the beginning. He was always looking at what do the customers want? What can we do to tweak it? What can we do to make even slight minor improvements? Anything that can make it better all the time. This is what they've done. And so think about in your business. What can you do? Look at it from the customer's point of view. Listen to them. Look at what they're doing. Get people that can talk to you from a customer's point of view. Sometimes people will use mystery shoppers, or you might get some friends that you could encourage to go to your store, to buy your product, go online, see your website, see what you're doing on social media. And friends that will give you an honest appraisal of, yeah, you're doing that one okay, but not as good as it could be. That's what you want. You want people that are going to be honest with you and help you. Intense customer focus is something that Amazon does, and you and I need to do as entrepreneurs. And whoa, Nelly, this next one, number 2, is exceptionally important for Amazon and for you and me as this world keeps changing so fast. And that is, at Amazon, it's always day one. And what do we mean by that? Well, I think it was said very well here on an article that I saw in Business Insider about Jeff Bezos' philosophy for Amazon is that it's always day one. Here's what that means and why it works. This is a wonderful article from a book written by Ram Charan and Julia Yang, where they talk about what that means and where it is. The Amazon Management System is their book. And what they're doing is they're always looking at it day one. Normally at the beginning, the organization will still function with speed, nimbleness, and a risk acceptance mentality. But as the business grows larger, complexity starts increasing and layers begin creeping in. The once nimble startups inevitably fall into the trap of so-called large organizations characterized by slowness, rigidity, and risk aversion. And they go on to say here that, see, day 2 is not an option. Day 2 is a way of slowing down and not giving in to, not keeping working, but giving into that entropy that takes place. See, Jeff Bezos studied physics, and he learned about entropy, that things have a natural tendency to go down. And he said, we've got to defy that. What we've got to do is we've got to look at it differently. See, he says here, day 2 is status, followed by irrelevance, followed by excruciating, painful decline, followed by death. And that is why it is always day 1. To Bezos, someone who wanted to win so badly during childhood that he would cry publicly over the loss of a football game, day 2 is never an option. And that's what it should be for you and me, that we're always beginning anew. We're always innovating, creating differently. No matter, it doesn't matter what you did before. Oh, you might have done real well last time, Sparky. What matters? How are you doing now? Let it be day 1 always for you. And the third thing that Amazon does, they deliver massive value. That's what you want to do as an entrepreneur. You want to make sure that your customers, your clients, your members, whatever term you're going to use for those wonderful people who pay the bills, those people are getting massive value. And you see, Amazon does that. I wrote a few down here. There's so many. First of all, convenience. Hey, it's 24/7 now. You and I can get what we need. We just pick up our mobile device, we go on the computer, type in Amazon.com, I want to get an X, whatever the X might be, whatever widget it might be, they deliver it to you. That's very nice. And by the way, their delivery, that's really convenience also. They can do it in 2 days. They can deliver it in 1 day. Sometimes they deliver it the same day. This is pioneering work in the area of logistics, which for them in their industry, very important. Excuse me, you need to find out what works for you in your industry and what kind of value you can provide. Also, their prices, very good. They're reasonably competitive. Not always the best, but they're very good and it's worth it. Matter of fact, one of the things that helped me personally, I do not own a car. Gina, my partner, and I got rid of a car about 5 years ago because we realized with Amazon and other services we have, they deliver to us in our unique situation because of our location and where we are. We're close to a lot of stores. And we also, at the time, were traveling a lot, not doing so much now, but still because of that, we got rid of a car. Now we use Uber, rental car, or a taxi when we need to, and we're fine. And it eliminates a big headache. I don't have to have that, excuse my language here, monthly payments. Monthly payment of paying out that and the insurance and the taxes and the license and the maintenance and the repairs and all that goes with it. I just use it when I need it. But you see, Amazon was an integral part in that. Because of Amazon, our life is much better. And we get the Amazon Prime Video. Great videos we've been watching. They're super marvelous. And another thing happened earlier this year. I had opposed using the Alexa from Amazon because I realized, okay, they're listening to you. I don't want that happening. I'm very big on privacy, as many Agorapreneurs are. We feel that we have a right to that privacy. Well, found out there's a little button you can press and it turns off the microphone. And Amazon has put in features in place, take care of that. And my buddy, Doug DeVitri, helped me out. He spoke at an event where I was speaking as well here in Orlando. He talked about Alexa, and he had to leave early. He left his Alexa on the stage, told me to go get it, and it would be mine. I thought, how nice that is, and here it is. We got this Alexa, which is really nice. The Echo Dot ties into the Alexa service so that we can use it. And just the other day, just a couple of days ago, we bought a new one. This is the new one right here. And you can activate it. So now I've got these two plus a couple more. And Gina and I are finding it's really nice to be able to use our voice to listen to great music, to order, to set alarms, etc. So right now, like for this one, I use it. Now, usually you activate it by saying, Alexa. And when you do, that activates it. Notice that mine here is activating with Alexa and does very well. This one over here is activated with computer, because I love Star Trek, and it gives you the ability, like on the bridge of the Starship Enterprise, when Captain Kirk or Captain Picard would say, computer, da-da-da-da, they'd be able to do it. Well, here now I can put things in here like, Alexa, what time is it?
It's 4:37 a.m.
So it's early in the morning here as I'm recording this, getting it done really well. And I can say, Alexa, what time is it in London, England?
In London, it's 9:38 a.m.
See, this is kind of nice when you're working with clients around the world, as I am now, and many of you are as well. You can get a lot done that way. And also I can say things like, very important things like, Alexa, who is the 14th President of the United States?
The 14th President of the United States was Franklin Pierce, who took office on March 4, 1853.
See, very good. Franklin Pierce. President, I thought, did a good job. He basically did nothing and vetoed everything. That's a good thing, but that's a whole other thing. Anyway, these are the things you want to do. Figure out how to add massive value to what you're offering your customers, your clients, your people who pay your bills, and then you will do well like Amazon has. And a final thing that we're going to talk about here that Amazon does that you want to build into your business as an entrepreneur, Amazon becomes indispensable. You want to be the vendor that people say, I need you. I really want to be with you, and we're going to stay with you. They can handle a little bit of price fluctuation. They can handle some little challenges and difficulties when someone is there. Think of it. Banks do that often. You got so many services with your bank. You don't want to leave them. I think of Uber. When we were traveling a lot, Uber, we really needed. We need it that way. You need to think about ways that you can become indispensable to your customers, to your clients, and that is the real key. And so that wraps up what I've seen so far of some of the things that Amazon does. There's a lot more as well. And I want you to think about how you can do that, how you can become more like Amazon has become to its customers so that you can be indispensable to your customers. Well, hey, if you like this, please subscribe. We've got room for some subscriptions, and we'd love to have you coming in. And if you want to drop a note, please do that also. Terry@TerryBrock.com is my email, and I'll look forward to hearing from you on that. Thank you so much for joining us, and please share this with others so they can benefit from these messages of Agorapreneurs living life peacefully, never initiating force or coercion, and going out and creating abundance for yourself and for others in a voluntary way. I'm Terry Brock. Thanks for being here.